gas pipeline
to your attention if you haven't seen it. Use what you to your attention if you haven't seen it, and just get your thoughts and your views on what you're witnessing right now. I read some of the comments, and they stated things such as, "This is Nephilim."
Nuclear Armageddon. Yes, 50 years ago, the same kind of war almost brought us to nuclear Armageddon. Syria and Israel had a tit for tat last night, and so did Lebanon and Israel. Mexico is rejecting our migrant centers, and I keep thinking how many of these governments' people are planted on our territory already. South Korea is warning that North Korea might try to distract everybody with a nuclear test. Here's the one about Finland saying that the undersea gas pipeline and data cables were likely caused by external activity. And they say that they suspect that Russia hit the Baltic Sea gas pipeline, which means they would have hit the cables as well, which would have been Article 5. Jordan's aligning with the Palestine. China and Saudi Arabia are holding drills together out of nowhere for the second time. Romania finished their investigation on the Russian drones that crashed on their territory. They're saying it was intercepted by Ukraine's defense systems, then fell on their territory. And now Israel's sounding an alarm about Hezbollah drone infiltrating into their territory. And as of the making of this, it's rumored that there might be more than one. Really time to wake up, my friends. I've been trying to warn you guys.
And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
It's hard to even explain exactly just the mass casualties that happened right here. In fact, the Israeli military says they still don't have a clear number, but I'm talking to some of the soldiers and they say what they've witnessed as they've been walking through these different houses, these different communities, babies.
Fingerprint everything.
Verse 18, the Bible talks about signs of the second coming of Jesus, with one being, I will make rivers flow on barren heights and springs within the valleys. I will turn the desert into pools of water and the parched ground into springs. Well, you see, as impossible as it may sound, this river just exploded out of nowhere in the Middle Eastern desert, fulfilling the 2,500-year-old prophecy right in front of our eyes. And even though many people don't believe in the Bible, maybe we should all start taking the book seriously, because...
Welcome back to the coolest channel on YouTube. Look, man, we got a banger today, man. Look, don't skip nothing in this video because you will. Anything you seen in that video for my light day 27 fucks with y'all. I appreciate it. Yeah, I told y'all.
What's your take on the whole alien thing?
Come on. Listen. There's a slave song that turned into a gospel song. You've heard it many times before, but you know what I'm talking about. But the slave song is about a slave in a field looking at what you call a UFO. But they were called chariots. That's what they looking at this UFO and saying, I don't know what you are, but come down and take me, get me the fuck out of here. Any place is better but here. And that song is called Swing Down, Sweet Chariot, Stop and Let Me Ride.
Right. Well, you're talking about the Parliament Funkadelic version.
No. That's a gospel song.
Well, Swing Low, Sweet Chariot is a gospel song.
Sweet Chariot. Right. Read it. Listen to it.
No, I got it. But what you just saying was the George Clinton version of that song.
It's the same version, but you just
sort of
interpret it different.
Right, exactly.
Stop and let me ride.
Mm-hmm. So you say they've been talking about aliens this whole time?
Ain't no aliens. We the aliens. We.
Message. Hey, look, everything is up in for interpretation. I read the comments. I see. They don't want everybody to know the truth. They don't want everybody to know the truth.
I want to thank.
God is the one and only true living God, the creator of heaven and the universe. Jesus Christ is God. Jesus Christ is God. Jesus Christ is the Son of God. Jesus Christ is the Son of God.
I agree.
You are anti-Christ. Because he said,
Is that his jacket? Is that his jacket? Is that his jacket?
See how they reacted?
Today, as you all saw just an hour or so ago, President Obama announced that, President Biden announced that the United States is not
Print everything. I'll break it down later.
So this one right here, this video, I need y'all to pay attention because something is happening. And if we don't pay attention to this now, a lot of you guys already know what's happening. But this warning right here that I'm going to issue to a lot of my brothers and sisters in this movement, right? Either conservatism, libertarian, Trump supporters, Republicans, truth seekers. The FBI just declared that they are launching a special group. Let's take a deep look at exactly what I'm talking about, right? The government believes that the threat of violence and major civil disturbances is so great, it has quietly created a new category of extremists. Now, the extremists that they're talking about is Make America Great Again, right? This is Newsweek coming out. And basically, you know, this news article that I'm about to share with y'all right now, because I need to share with y'all this article right here, right? So here's what I want you guys to see, right? This is the FBI pretty much declaring that they're gonna like do something about the people. That why I think that all of a sudden now the FBI is getting involved and paying close attention to the men.
Put that shit together, y'all. Food with the stuff that we consume.
What about the American homeless? What about the American homeless? They can't sleep on benches and parks. They got tents everywhere. What about the American homeless? How come they're not going to hotels? How come what about the American veteran?
What about the kid? Hold on. This put this.
I thought they were talking to me.
And 20 years ago. Y'all believe in
A
coincidences?
lot of people don't understand, but the Nephilim are here on Earth right now. They're walking amongst us. Shape-shifting is real. And shape-shifting is biblical because the Bible even says that you may be entertaining angels even though they come in the form of humans. And so if that exists in the angelic realm, shape-shifting most definitely exists in the demonic realm. And a lot of the Nephilim actually can shape-shift into humans. We've seen people talk on it.
It says all flesh that moved on earth perished. The word says, of all that was on dry land, that had the spirit of life, died. So I'm not sure. All my fellow believers, please help me out here.
The American public has no clue what is going on. And like I said, when some of this stuff starts coming to light, I totally believe that this is going to tie in, that men's hearts are going to be failing them for fear for the things that they're going to be looking upon that are coming on the earth. I believe if we're covered by the blood of Jesus Christ, that there is no fear. And like I said, I mean, that's the one thing that we can do is rebuke anything in the name of Jesus. In fact, Greg Renrich, that was one of the things that he told me. He's the one that was talking about seeing the giants in the deep underground military bases. He said that one of the first things that they had to do before he was allowed to go into S4 or S20 or any of the others, they made him sign an affidavit saying, you're not allowed to use the name Jesus Christ in these underground facilities, not even if you stub your toe or anything. And he said that he saw 10 to 25 foot tall giants in these underground bases and said that they were, human scientists and other people working side by side with them. He said that they even came right out and said they were the Nephilim. They came right out and said it. Said that, basically we're preparing for an intergalactic war with God, and they believe that they're going to win.
Where are they getting this they're going to win from?
And why are you not allowed to say the name Jesus in these underground facilities? And then you also got Joe Jordan. Actually interviewed him probably about a year and a half ago, did an interview with him, and at that point, he still works at MUFON, he's still doing the CE4 research. But he said that he's already up to 600 and something plus cases that he's uncovered in MUFON, where people that were being abducted or having encounters, whenever they cried out in the name of Jesus, not only did they stop, but if they accepted Jesus as their savior, they stopped permanently. In fact, we actually encountered this when we were out shooting Hollow Earth. We went out to the White Earth, Minnesota, and while we were there talking with them, they actually took us out to eat before we went to go start work. So we stopped at this restaurant, we were sitting there eating, and basically Riverwind was alluding to the skinwalkers. He never came right out and said it, but I knew that's what he was talking about. So I said, oh, you're talking about the skinwalkers? And I mean, immediately, everybody in the whole establishment just stopped talking, and it just got quiet. And they immediately began to pray and started rebuking what I just said in Jesus' name.
That's crazy. You want to know what's crazy about that is? The thing is, like y'all remember,
to excavate tunnels across the United States and put maglev trains in that were capable of doing 10 to 14,000 miles an hour. Now, this is not science fiction. We have the capability to do it. These are U.S. patents by Los Alamos National Laboratories talking about thermonuclear boring machines that melt through rock just like you're taking a knife through butter.
Glory be to God. I came across a video. I'm going to go over some. Stuff is pretty insane. So me and my friend were exploring this abandoned bank in Chicago and heard that there are tunnels underneath it that connect the city. I've mentioned in a couple of my videos of underground cities all around the world, from Sacramento to Beijing to Maui. Okay, this stuff is a lot deeper than I can really go over on social media, but I want to go over some of this stuff. So he's saying the air is bad, it's called dead air, you don't want that. And, okay, we went deeper, the tunnels got cleaned, walked for at least 30 minutes in one direction through these tunnels. Just giving you an idea. Okay, this is where I was super interested. So random endless holes. This is freaky. Very freaky. And then we proceed. And then it starts getting very clear in very wide rooms with lights. Now, I don't need to be all intriguing with the music and get it all mysterious and eerie. I'm just going to be real with you guys. Fresh footsteps, they could be from them. That's not the point that I want to point out. So furniture everywhere. Now they make it into another place. Okay, now this is where it gets interesting. I know the code, so I don't want to lose you guys, but ping pong, you're talking about your pineal gland, talking about the temples that house the God within, Horus, the God within. They're talking about adrenochrome. Now, don't let me lose you. So now they end up in a police station. Here's the jail cell. Just to be clear, I'm going to do some verification at the end and show you what I mean. Now, graffiti, all that stuff, of course. I mean, anybody that can really get in there. I wouldn't be caught dead down there, but that's just me. So then they make it here. Now I got really interested. Like I said, I'm going to go over some verification at the end to make sure this wasn't just some BS video with some random clippets put together. And I did my research. A couple more things. So I kept seeing stuff that said 2000. It wasn't that long ago. And then boom, that's all I needed to know. Like, I don't know who made this video and where they come from. I don't need to do all that studying, but that's all I needed to know is right here. Now, this is 666, okay? A 9 is a 6 and a 6 is a 9. 3 6s is 666. So remember that, because we're going to touch base on that. Beneath the streets of Paris lie the catacombs. Paris, R-A-P-I-S. It's, put that together. Like pedophilia, it's Philadelphia. They're anagrams. Deeper video than you guys imagined, huh? Yeah, I know. They were built in 1785. As above, so below. Below. Okay? Largest mass grave. Real deal Holyfield. Now, that looks familiar, right? Even scarier on the picture that we saw. First, these little holes. Right? This is a movie. What we saw in the picture was way more scary. Again, movie's called As Above, So Below. Be Leo, Be Owled, Bohemian Grave. It's Eiffel Tower. It's Evil Tower. It's toward evil. Magdala, Jesus's mom. Magdalene means tower. Odin's son is Tior. It's to war. Okay, so Chicago, 39th Street Police Station. Let's do some actual research. So this clearly checks out. Nobody's gonna debate this. All right, just want to be super crystal clear. It's always gonna be on the coast. That's how they do this. It's underground network since Bart Simpson. Don't be a simpleton. It's simple and plain, but don't keep it too simple. So 39th and Cottage Grave. 39th Street Business Center in transition. So it's clearly a historical place. Just to prove my point. Okay, police station disused. Banks. Sounds like this adds up. Okay, no pulling a fast one on you guys. It's right here. U.S. Bank branch, 37th Street. It's literally 2 streets away. And these are multiple banks within this area at this point. So one more time, just to be 100% transparent. Boom, bada bang. Banks to police stations. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, this stuff's all over the place. I mean, it's confusing because I try to teach this stuff, but it's not like Tartarian, it's Freemason. And if you look at the origins of Freemasonry, it's not going to be what you guys know. You've been indoctrinated, I understand. But this is all Jew, which is gem. It's majestic. It's Freemason, father, mother, son. Last but not least, and then I'm done with the video. So I just did a little bit of research just to kind of gauge this. It's the police website, so it's clearly authentic. Archives, as you see. And then it goes down to only May 2012. So 12-year difference, or 6 years, depending on which note we're referring to in that video, the main one. What's going on with that? I don't know. I don't want to do too much research. I didn't care that much. Just enough to make sure I know what I'm talking about. So this is clearly their website. Pizzagate. It's Pisces God. Pieces to the pie. Pisces. Pizzas. It's pussies. Like pussy eating Poseidon. Bart's underground traffic.
Look. Bring it to your attention if you haven't seen it. and just get your thoughts and your views on what you're witnessing right now. I read some of the comments, and they stated things such as, this is Nephilim. This is a Nephilim. Come back. Walking the face of this planet as in the days of Noah. Right? That's one of the comments I read. Other comments stated things such as, this is an experiment from our government, or whomever government, gone wrong, or possibly gone right in their eyes, in the eyes of the wicked. Or do you think it's just a mutation of some sort? Leave your comments below. I would love to get your ideas, your thoughts on what is going on with this baby, this toddler, and much, much love.
Ain't no way. Ain't no like. Let me know in the comments down below, yo. Let's have a roll call.
First of all, you'll notice that they're depicted as blue with black lips.
Well, isn't that interesting?
And you know what happens to you when you die? You turn blue and your lips turn black.
In other words, these are depictive of dead creatures.
Right. And another thing is that Smurfs is an all-male community. And you say, oh, there's Smurfette. She's a female. Well, in one cartoon, she was depicted as transforming from a male to a female through magical power. And so the only female in the Smurfs is transformed from a male. She was not born a female.
No, what you're telling me then is that even Smurfs carry a homosexual connotation in that most of them are male.
I believe so.
But we're not going to blatantly say that Smurfs are evil. We're just saying that they have all of these overtones that are leading that direction.
Well, let's take another look at Smurfs. Because the Smurfs cartoon, the whole storyline is that the Smurfs get in trouble. And every time they get in trouble, they run to Papa Smurf, who whips up a spell or an incantation to get them out. In fact, he said the name Beelzebub numerous times in the cartoon. And he whips up this spell or incantation and draws them out of their problems through witchcraft. And then they have an enemy called Gargamel. Now, Gargamel, in a recent episode, I saw him draw a 5-pointed star, the pentagram, on the ground.
Right.
He lit candles at each point, which is an actual witchcraft practice. He started to dance inside the pentagram, chanting a magical chant. At that point, a book opened up across the room, and something left the book and entered his physical body, giving him power to levitate and to do battle against the Smurfs.
Oh, no. So we can say that Smurfs has gone occultic.
Very much so.
This end-time Bible prophecy is being fulfilled. In the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 18, the Bible talks about signs of the second coming of Jesus, with one being, I will make rivers flow on barren heights.
Yo, hey, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, how many of y'all ate them burgers, though? I asked you this before, and like...
They're trying to blame it on global warming. As things heat up, more things is...
People don't believe in the Bible. Maybe we should all start taking the book seriously, because...
So now they are saying that a zombie virus just woke up after 50,000 years. What's next? They are trying to blame it on global warming. As things heat up, more things is going to wake back up. They're trying to put the blame on the sun. I don't think it's the sun. I think it was those 1-cent burgers everyone ate. If it wasn't the 1-cent burgers, I think...
Yo, hey, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, how many of y'all ate them burgers, though? I asked you this before in like 10 videos ago. How many of y'all ate them damn burgers? I just want to know so I can block y'all ass from watching my channel ever again. That's just wild, bro. Like, I'm not that desperate, bro. Eat frozen. All right, let's get back to it. That's crazy, though. That's how some of y'all gonna be when that shit keep
It was all these tests they ran on us. Global warming is just a distraction. The truth is, time is actually shifting and we're about to see a different reality. The ice walls around Antarctica are starting to melt. Now they are freaking out because they don't know what to tell the population. People are about to start seeing things that they was told was just fantasy and fairy tales. No, everything really exists beyond these walls. But now the ice is melting, nothing can cover it no more. This is not just regular ice. It is really crystals, and crystals holds data to everything. Just how we have data and storage on our cell phones, TVs, and laptops, crystals hold storage and data to the universe, especially Earth, because Earth is nothing but a giant crystal. It's 2023 and people still believe outer space is out there somewhere. No, outer space are the rings surrounding our planet. So now that the crystals are melting or the ice walls are melting, we about to start seeing the truth. By the way, did you know that your third eye is nothing but a crystal? I need people to really understand this. There are two types of people on this planet. There are people that come from the sun, and there are people that actually come from the moon. The sun represents abundance. You ever notice when it get hot, all kind of life come out? And when it get cold, it seems like all life actually dies. This is what's going on right now. The sun is actually getting closer to the earth. Now things are about to wake back up. Matter of fact, we about to wake back up. And the people that so-called control this world, they are starting to panic because the truth is coming out. Now they're trying to run and hide, but there's nowhere for them to go at. So now they're saying that people are about to become zombies. 50,000 years, something is waking up. I wonder what it is. By the way, my ebook is now available on my website. The link is in the bio if you want to know more about what's really happening. The details is everything.
All right, so here's David Wilcock explaining how he expects something major to happen on October 14th with this annular solar eclipse. I mean, actually more major than the eclipse itself, which is pretty major, right? You know what I find equally amazing is that after April 8th, 2024, we will have had 3 major solar eclipses in the last 7 years that have crisscrossed across the United States, kind of Xing us out. 7 years? I'm sure there's no symbolism there, right? Damn it, man.
I'm expecting that you might see very, very significant changes even before the end of the year.
Here's the World War III news. I'm not gonna lie, we got a big incident on our hands. So, it seems that NATO's infrastructure has been hit. A pipeline between Estonia and Finland has been damaged, along with telecommunication cables. They are already blaming Russia, but he already said if the investigation comes back as a deliberate attack, that they're going to respond. Here it goes.
We'll also address the incident in the Baltic Sea with the damage caused to critical undersea infrastructure. I spoke with President Sauli Niinisto and Prime Minister Kaja Kallas yesterday, and we are in close contact. The important thing now is to establish what happened and how this could happen. If it is proven to be a deliberate attack on NATO critical infrastructure, then this will be, of course, serious, but it will also be met by a united and determined response from NATO.
A united response from NATO. That sounds like Article 5, which means an attack on one NATO member is an attack on all 31 members. So the United States, Canada, UK, France, Germany, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and all the other NATO members will be dragged into a war with Russia. Then we got our Middle East problem. You see, the United States is about to send another aircraft carrier. I'm willing to bet that things are about to get wild. Anyways, listen to this and then we'll talk about it.
Us finally saying something and saying that the United States would have give unconditional support to Israel while the administration tries to find out where those American hostages are that are being held in Gaza, along with so many others. The USS Gerald R. Ford arriving in the Eastern Mediterranean on Tuesday to deter other enemies of Israel from attacking while trying to prevent a broader regional conflict this morning. We know that Hezbollah, another terror organization, has reportedly fired missiles at an Israeli military position in the north. Israel did return fire on southern Lebanon, but we're getting a lot of notes here.
Let me guess, the Hezbollah is about to get involved in this. It hit the United States bases in Syria. This war is really getting out of hand. Anyways, let's talk about it. An Israeli official is calling for the nuclear missile option. An Israeli lawmaker is calling for her nation's military to use nuclear warfare in response to attacks by Hamas. They're even saying nuclear threats are coming out more since the war in Ukraine. Now we have the escalation in Gaza. Israel is a nuclear-armed nation. I believe the U.S. second aircraft carrier is on its way to Israel as we speak. They are warning the last time that things have actually been this bad, we were actually on the verge of nuclear Armageddon. Yes, 50 years ago, the same kind of war almost brought us to nuclear Armageddon. Syria and Israel had a tit for tat last night, and so did Lebanon and Israel. Mexico is rejecting our migrant centers, and I keep thinking how many of these governments, people are planted on our territory already. South Korea is warning that North Korea might try to distract everybody with a nuclear test. Here's the one about Finland saying that the undersea gas pipeline and data cables were likely caused by external activity. And they say that they suspect that Russia hit the Baltic Sea gas pipeline, which means they would have hit the cables as well, which would have been Article 5. Jordan's aligning with the Palestine. China and Saudi Arabia are holding drills together out of nowhere for the second time. Romania finished their investigation on the Russian drones that crashed on their territory. They're saying it was intercepted by Ukraine's defense systems, then fell on their territory. And now Israel's sounding an alarm about Hezbollah drone infiltrating into their territory. And as of the making of this, it's rumored that there might be more than one. Really time to wake up, my friends. I've been trying to warn you guys for a while. Now it's here. More news next.
And look, a lot of people just sitting here. What you tell them, and that proves a lot. Our capabilities are way advanced.
2023 is going to be a year to remember, according to Nostradamus' predictions. According to him, everything we know will be turned upside down next year. In this video, we are going to be talking about Nostradamus' 9 predictions for 2023. Some of these predictions are shocking, and some are just plain strange. But all of them are worth paying attention to. Let us know what your star sign is in the comments below, and whether or not you're looking forward to 2023. So if you're curious about what the future holds, then sit back and enjoy. Want 3 predictions about your life? Claim a free reading using the link below.
In the occupied Palestinian territory, human appeal have been a lifeline since 1991.
Number 9. Civil War in America. According to Nostradamus, there is going to be a civil war in the United States in 2023. The first prediction appeared in 1555 in his book, and after that many others predicted this too. According to Nostradamus, in 2023, there will be a great civil war in the United States in which hundreds of thousands of Americans will die. Sides will be chosen, and there will be bloodshed. Civil war will break out between red and blue. As a result, the country will split into 2 parts. This war is going to break out between the Democrats and the Republicans. It is not clear what the cause of this war will be. But it will be a war that lasts for an extended period of time. And it will be very violent. Number 8.
He ain't have to say very violent. You know what I'm saying? God damn, you know what I'm saying?
Destruction of the large empire. According to Nostradamus, an Asian empire will be destroyed in 2023. This might be China or Russia. Or maybe even both. But one thing is clear, the Asian empire will go through a huge crisis and, as a result, will be destroyed. This destruction will cause problems all across the planet. This is one of the famous quotes by Nostradamus. It shows that Nostradamus saw something happening in Russia or China. In the verses, Nostradamus says, "Realms to decay, great bad luck." Apparently, a large empire will fall prey to bad luck and will suffer from a catastrophe. This catastrophe will produce waves of chaos around the whole world. And with that, a superpower country that is currently a large empire will decay and be destroyed. Number 7.
What empire is decaying? I mean, we one of them, but we know other ones too. You know what I'm saying? We got to bring somebody. You know how somebody else get picked on and going down with us. Then you feel me? We so damn petty, but.
Nostradamus predicts that Europe will be hit by a series of nuclear-related conflicts in 20...
when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
It's hard to even explain exactly just the mass casualties that happened right here. In fact, the Israeli military says they still don't have a clear number, but I'm talking to some of the soldiers and they say what they've witnessed as they've been walking through these different houses, these different communities. Babies, their heads cut off, that's what they said. Gunned down, families completely gunned down in their beds. You can see some of these soldiers right now comforting each other. Many of them reserves who jumped into action, leaving their own families behind as well, not knowing the sheer horror that they were about to come to. They say they've never experienced anything like this. This is nothing that anyone could have even imagined when you're walking through here. Baby cribs thrown to the side. Doors thrown wide open. Still some Israeli bodies still here because the fighting in this community just ended just recently. So many of these troops are still going house to house, door to door. It's taken them sometimes 30 minutes, 40 minutes because many of these houses are also still have grenades in them, booby traps. In fact, as we're trying to get closer to some of these scenes, we're being told, no, get back from some of these Israeli military because there are still grenades in the area. I want us to keep walking through, continue to kind of see the destruction that's happening on the ground here. Even something as simple as a soccer net just left to the side here as people were with their families playing. I see in the distance more bodies being covered. All the while as they're covering these Israeli bodies trying to evacuate everyone else from the territory, taking all the casualties out of here. It's also littered with the bodies of terrorists. So we're hearing from one of the lead commanders here. It was anywhere from maybe 70 armed terrorists who made their way here from the Gaza border fence, which is less than a quarter of a mile away. And as I said, the atrocities that they committed, violence with guns, with grenades, with knives, targeting these innocent civilians inside their homes. So for the soldiers here, it's a very, very difficult scene for them as well. As I said, leaving their families behind, but they say they will continue to be here, continue to kill every terrorist who is in the area. You can hear we're very, very close to the Gaza Strip, so we continue to hear artillery firing overhead as well. Even as we were giving this tour, we were told to get on the ground and take cover because you're so close to the strip right now, you don't even get the red alert. You actually hear the boom before you're even told to get to the ground. So this is the reality, and this is what all of these soldiers you can see.
I made over $10 million on Amazon. If I lost it all and had to rebuild in today's AI age, here's exactly what I would do. First, I would...
None of them expecting this, but all of them being here, ready for the fight nonetheless, and proud to fight for their country is what I'm hearing as well. And so that's why they want to show the press, they want to show these very, very difficult images, David, but they want everyone out here because they want to see and show exactly what is happening here on the ground.
But you know what's crazy though? Like we gotta be real, bro. A lot of us eat words and stuff straight down line. What they
Something's just not right. Oh my God!
Yes, sir. So both of these portals are going to happen tomorrow at the exact same time. So understand, when this short portal is basically sitting in front of another portal, both of these portals combined are going to shed and bring in new opportunities in life and new outcomes and weird outcomes and crazy outcomes into your life and life in general. But what is crazy in a crazy ass world? If a lot of you haven't been getting sleep lately, or you've been getting a little bit of sleep, understand this is because of this, because God, or the frequency of God, is telling you what you need to be doing and what choices that you should make moving forward. And a lot of times, if you know your zodiac sign as well, these portals are going to be an enhanced placement into your life as well, if you believe in that kind of shit. And the thing with these two portals, they are going to bring accomplishments. They are going to remove your exhaustion, your anxiety. They're going to remove old situations, your karmic ties, your soul ties. They're going to remove all these negativity instances that you've been going through this past month, this past year. They're going to shed these old skins and bring in new skins for your life. And it's going to teach you balance. So these portals are combining together to enhance the balance within your life, to enhance that polarity, and to enhance clarity within your life as well. Because a lot of times, I know a lot of us have been sitting here wondering where we're going, how much of our work is going to be put into fruition, into the universe. Understand, it has already happened. But before this even happens, look into this portal, look into the sun, and really speak life into your world. Speak desire, speak prosperity. Speak anything positive into your life that you want to happen, because it already happened spiritually. Now, once this eclipse happens, it's going, for one, if you're in Georgia, it'll be a partial eclipse. But other parts of the world, they'll have that full eclipse. So they'll have that full manifestation. Either way it goes, if you're in Georgia, you're still going to see the benefits of this portal being in front of the other portal. And they're going to combine anyway. So we'll still get the effects anyways. The thing is, you're going to see another universe within this physical universe. It's an illusion anyways. So once these portals combine just like this, it'll be fast, so like a minute or 2 minutes. But understand, once this happens at this moment, think about all the things that you can accomplish or that you did accomplish. Think about everything that you want. Think about your goals, your fruition, all the things that you want to come into existence. Speak that and think that and feel that and walk like that. And once you do that, spiritually, you're going to get your life enhanced. And the thing is, these portals will literally enhance your time to bring it faster than what you imagine. That's the whole point of this. And they're going to bring this right in front of your face to let you know that you don't know what you're doing with the eclipse, but now understand that you've been guided by God. Then you will understand that when this day happens tomorrow, your life will change. So when people are saying, oh, the eclipse happened, we're going to get our powers. Nigga, there's no point in thinking about powers that you already have activated. Your powers have been activated before you were even born. So understand, when this shit happens, it will enhance your powers, your intuitiveness, your telekinesis, your telepathy, your telepathy. All these shits that have been in your body, they have been activated already. All your spiritual gifts have been activated. Your mind has been activated. The thing is, you are now awake, and you are awake to being asleep. So now start daydreaming and start sleeping with your eyes wide open. Once you do this, the portal will start working right for you. And then once the portal starts working for you, and once it leaves, you will feel a shift within your body and your mind. And thus, when you find that shift within your body and your mind, then your life will start to shift in your mind. And then your perception in your life will start shifting through your mind. I love you. Have a great experience. Stay safe and watch God go to work tomorrow.
Hey, look, can y'all feel this go over their head? Because we all shouldn't. I'm levitating things.
Being launched into that eclipse and start saying that we're being attacked or the aliens are invading us, just let it be known that NASA is actually studying some stuff. And according to these reports, it's called a PEP, the enemy of the sun god Ra, launching rockets into the eclipse to study the ionosphere. And if you want some more details, there's some right there. I don't know how to read, but maybe you do. You could just pause and go ahead and try to check that out. This is also interesting too. There's another one within 6 months, April 2024, and also this October we have a lunar eclipse to deal with. So solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, lots of meteor showers, all sorts of weird events happening. This October will be fully charged with energy. But just remember, the point is, when you start to see rockets being shot up, or also there's going to be balloons released too by universities, again, studying the ionosphere. So please, if you start to see the videos, just to maybe even prevent the videos, guys, because that's my prediction, is that people are going to go, oh my God, we're being invaded, oh my God, it's aliens. It's not aliens, okay? But enjoy the eclipse and try not to burn your eyes out.
Could it be a being itself?
Bible, he's in the Sumerian tablets, these guys everywhere. He's Amun-Ra. He started a war because he wanted to extend his kingship. He wanted to take over kingship in other areas that he wasn't supposed to on the planet, so forth, so on. So that war was nuclear. The reason why you know it's nuclear because it specifically says that their nails were falling out, their hair was falling out, blood was coming out of their eyes. This is radiation sickness. And that war is what really caused them to want to flee. In one of the tablets, Enki goes to Anu and says, can you please stop the evil wind? That's what they call it. That's nuclear fallout. He's like, there's nothing I can do. And so he told him, like, turn around, man, get in that ship. We got to get out of here because this thing is coming. And they said that that evil wind covered the land and killed all the animals, the people, and everything else. And a lot of these people never came back. But they said that they'll be coming back and take back claim of the rightful kingship of this planet.